Okay, lovely. So here is the live demonstration of the Trophy Skin MicrodermMD Dermabrasion system. So I just turned on the machine and I'm going to put it on automatic, and you can see the photos in the blog post that will show you what all this looks like. And the machine basically walks you through each area of the face that you need to hit and for how long, and the levels are set automatically, so all you have to do is keep the wand moving and keep your eye on the timer that is here on the LCD screen. So I actually have this little scratch on my head here. I scratched myself because I'm just that girl. So I'm going to be avoiding this area here when I go through this, because I don't want to aggravate this scratch that I just got. I think it was yesterday. So let's get it started, and here we go. So we start on the forehead, and what you want to do is make sure that you're keeping your skin pulled taut so that the diamond wand can work really well. So I think there's like 30 seconds for the forehead, and I allot 15 seconds for each side. And I do my temples as well with this one. And then we move to eyes, and there's 30 seconds on the eyes, which is quite a lot of time actually, and I don't usually spend this much time doing the eyes, but you want to get around the corners. You're not getting under here. Big no-no. And this is very gentle. You can hear the machine is quite low at this point. That's on a level 3. And it actually also gives you the direction that you should be moving the wand. I find sometimes it's not possible to move the wand in those directions all the time in order to get good coverage. And then we go to cheeks, and you're moving outward, and again you're holding the skin taut. So the arrows go this way, but sometimes I find it easier to move in the opposite direction. It just depends. And for me, I have to avoid this area because that is the most sensitive for me. So I only do a couple of passes right at the top of my cheekbone, and then I move down into the meatier part of my cheek because it is not as sensitive, and that I have discovered over the weeks of using this. So you should only be doing 2 or 3 passes over each area of skin. You don't want to do more than that because it could lead to a little bit of irritation. So there's 60 seconds for cheeks, which could be quite a lot of time. So you may not need to use all the allotted time for each piece. So then we go to the nose, and the nose is a little difficult to do, obviously, because there's a lot of contouring on the nose. But you want to get the areas as much as you can. And you typically have to move a little slower when you do the nose, so that you can catch those contours. And the tip is difficult because your nose is moving, and you see that. Okay, so now we're on to the chin. Again, you want to keep the skin taut, pull it. And this is an area that I have been focusing on a lot. I have these dark areas here, and I have been wanting to have them lightened up with the microdermabrasion. And the chin also includes this upper part of your lip. So now we're on to neck. And this is a very delicate area for me, so I do not do nearly as much time as is given. I think you get 60 seconds to do your neck, which is a lot. It's a whole minute. So I don't usually do all that time because I found that my neck is a little sensitive. Who knew? So I'm already done with all that I'm going to do on the neck, and I still have 23 seconds to go. So usually I just let that roll out, and then the next area that we do is the decollete. Now for me, I don't do the decollete every time I do it because this is also a very sensitive area for me, and I treat it very lightly. So for example, this is at a level 7, which is perhaps too much for my skin. But as you learn to use the machine, you'll see what's going to work better for you with your particular areas. The automatic setting is just a general rule that you can follow, but you know your skin better and you know what it feels like. So I only do a very few passes, and see I have a whole 30 seconds left to go on this area, which I'm not going to touch at all. So I'm going to stop the machine because I don't need to do any more. So then you want to turn it off. You take this head off of it, and that's how you clean it. And so in here is going to show you, you see all that? That's the skin that we got off. And so we just get rid of the filter that's in there, and we use this little tool that comes with the device. Hold on, I should have had this out of here beforehand. This little brush that you can then use to wipe off this. And I'm not going to do it over here because it's kind of yucky, and you want to clean this out. This fits in there, and you want to clean out all that stuff. And that is essentially it. So once it's completely clean, you will take one of these little filters and put back in here. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm going to clean this a little more deeply before I put it in. And then you put your top back on, and you're all ready to go for your next. And here's your cover, your cap, and you're done. Until the next time. After you finish your treatment, you want to wipe your face with cool water and or a toner. I am using the a calming toner by L'Oreal, and you basically just, you know, tone your face or wipe it down with cool water in order to give your skin a little treat and to clear away debris and some of those dead skin cells that you just kicked up with the microdermabrasion treatment. And we wipe all of that the same way you would tone your skin any other way. So what we have now is skin that's primed for to accept whatever nutrients you're going to put on it. So I am right now just about at the end of this Shiseido serum, which I love. So I always apply a serum first all over. And make sure we get under eyes as well, and eyelids, forehead, all of it. And please remember to bring your face products down to your neck, because that area is just as important in our anti-aging skincare routines. And then I do moisturizers in layers. I am using this Moisture Mist by Pixie Beauty, which I love. And while that sets for a little bit, I do an under eye cream. You want to be very delicate with your under eye area. And don't forget that you really want to get all of your eye area. So that's all the way up to the brow bone and under and out the sides here as well, because this is where we typically see our first signs of aging, is right around the eyes. So you don't want to do any pulling or tugging. A lot of skin experts recommend padding in this area, and I'm probably a little more rough with my eyes than I should be, because I'm kind of heavy-handed. And finally, a full-on moisturizer. This is, I'm using Essential C Night Moisture. But you should certainly, if you're going to go out in the daytime after doing microdermabrasion, don't forget to apply your sunscreen. It's very important to apply your sunscreen because you just exposed some brand new skin and you want to keep it as healthy as possible while you're doing these treatments, okay? And you would be doing your sunscreen every day anyway. That is it. And that takes about 5 minutes to do the microdermabrasion system, and however long your aftercare, after treatment is all up to you. I have also done sheet masks immediately after doing a microdermabrasion because, again, you've got brand new skin that's been exposed, and that's a really, really good time to get your most concentrated skin nutrients on board. So I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions for me about my experience that are not answered in the post or in this video, please don't hesitate to leave a comment and let me know, and I will definitely answer you. If you're interested in getting a Trophy Skin Microdermabrasion system, there is a code that you can use to get 15% off, and that is Patranila 15. All that information will be in the post with links for this particular machine and the other machines that the Trophy Skin folks have to offer. So I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time, beauty.